Hi, this is Sarah from Align with Sarah. This month we are talking about the spirit and the mind body spirit connection. There's a beautiful Let's Talk Tuesday about thoughts introducing this concept, and I want to talk about the intention and mind body spirit. And when we have an intention wrapped up into that, um, it gives us motivation and an understanding of where we're going and getting the mind, the body, and the spirit on board. And so, in developing that thought, I was thinking, I have been teaching for the last couple months at the local library, uh, being part of this wonderful grant program, this grant that we were given to offer community classes for alternative healing. And we've talked about things like affirmations and journaling. We just did a class, I just offered a class on meditation, acupressure, and a few others. So we're on the fifth one of six. And something that has come up actually in the last class for meditation and has come up a lot, I would say, when I talk to people about coming in to share my information. And a lot of times people want me to come in and say, "This is how we meditate. You sit down on this thing and you do this thing. You take these breaths. You get really complicated with breathing. You this, that, the other thing." And I think that's the stuff that gets in the way of people doing the stuff. And I think it's not about the exercise. It's not about the diet necessarily. It's not about the thing. It's about the intention that you bring to the thing. So I'm going to use journaling as an example. There's a difference between journaling, which becomes a complaining fest, where we're just dumping all this blah blah, this happened and that happened, and can you believe it? And they did this, and okay, so what's the intention of that? If we're just doing that untethered, we're going to be feeding that energy of all of that negative yuck. If we're doing it with the intention of, I have to get rid of this, I have to dump this out, I have to feel like I'm processing this in some way. So when I get up out of this chair, I can let it go. That's an intention. I want to let this go. That's an intention. And then, like anything, that intention that is happening in that moment. And I want to say this applies to when people, ask me, how often should I see you for restorative healing? How quickly can I let this go? How often should I come in for a massage? And I think chiropractors get that question, acupuncturists get that question, physical therapists get asked that question. Um, and it all depends on what you do when you get up off the table, or when you get up out of the chair, or when you get out of bed, or when you know, get come away from the dinner table, or it's how you arrive and it's how you leave. And there's an intention that I believe should be placed on the arrival. And then there should be a reality check before you leap back into the world. So it's not about the chiropractic adjustment. It's not about the journaling. It's not about the tapping routine. It's not about the stuff. It's about the intention you bring to whatever it is, especially if it's part of a healing journey, and being aware of what has changed, what feels better, where we're going from here. That was then, this is now, and that's where I want to go. You want to jump back into, you know, eating the wrong foods, having bad shoes, having an old mattress, being in a bad relationship, being up to here in debt, uh, being caught up in lies, being, um, not invested in drinking water. You want to get back to all the things that create the problems, create the chronic dysfunction in life, chronic pain that we can deal with, then you're going to have to come in every day. And not every practitioner is invested in clientele that is solely relying on them, another person, to heal them. Only I can heal me. Only you can heal you. If someone else is telling you that they're going to take it on, I guarantee you that they're selling something. And I guarantee you that it's still going to require your effort. We can bring in all kinds of tools, but they need to be part of our engagement with our own healing and changing our own lives. So if I want to strengthen my biceps, I can buy all kinds of equipment. I can pay someone to be a personal trainer. I can, pay someone to, uh, adjust my shoulder or chiropractic or whatever to align things better. Sarah can come in. We can release trauma of the shoulder. We can do all kinds of things to create the opportunity to strengthen the shoulder, the biceps. But what it comes down to is you have to do your own push-ups. And you have to, have it in my mind. Do I want to tone? Do I want to build muscle? Do I want to whatever? Do I want to help with my neck pain? Do I want to help strengthen my core? Like, what is this push-up for? Because it's going to change how you do the push-up, and it's going to change how often you do the push-up, and it's going to change um, the number of reps, the number of sets. I think that's the other thing. Um, so yeah, there's a lot to it. It's not just the thing. It's not just buying the meditation pillow. It's not about investing in a ton of money to have this area in your room. That might be the stimulus where, we're like, wow, like this is what I need now. Well, guess what? You only need yourself and the correct intention, and you can move into meditation, you can move into tapping, you could incorporate yoga, you can do all kinds of things, but it's not the thing, it's how you engage with the thing. Hmm. And when we engage with the thing, with the mind, body, and the spirit. So the spirit is going to be the intention. The body is going to be this physical thing that is engaged in some way or disengaged in some way, like with meditation. And the mind is going to be what we're aware of, what that intention has created as where are we going? Okay, well, the mind's on board. And lovely tools. I love my tools. If you use any part of this 100 Days Counting with Love worksheet, I would love for you to engage with this planning sheet because it helps organize thoughts for how can I show love to my mind for at least 1 minute of the day? How can I show love to my body for at least 1 minute of the day? And how can I show love to my spirit for 1 minute of the day? And that is giving the mind, the body, and the spirit attention. And it's engaging the mind, the body, and the spirit in each of those efforts. And 1 minute is so nutritious and juicy if we allow it to be. One minute is very easy to find. Even if you're 5 minutes late or 10 minutes late, who cares if you're 11 minutes late? Take a minute and find yourself and love yourself and connect to self, um, and nourish self. I hope you check out 100 Days Counting with Love. I'm proud of all of my projects. This is the newest one, so it's kind of in the spotlight for me right now. And that planning page, I use that thing all the time. And when I think of things for my mind, sometimes they fall into the other two categories as well. And this can go for any of the categories. And sometimes I kind of hold on. There's talking out loud to myself, telling myself what is next, what's next. That's for my mind. It could, I could make a case for it to be for this, that, or the other thing, but some things I've kept in their own little category of the three, the trilogy that makes me me. But then other ones are across the board. Um, and you can make it however you want to make it. You can create a challenge with it where you can find 100 things for 100 days. You can do all kinds of stuff with it. But the planning page, I think, is such a useful tool, and it creates that experience of what am I going to use this 1 minute for? And what happens, if I want another minute, of course, we can just go for it. But it's such a small commitment, and it can make such a huge change for that 1 minute for ourself, each part of ourself. So 1 minute for the mind, 1 minute for the body, 1 minute for the spirit. You don't have to do them all in a row either. So 1 minute can really be 1 minute for a thing. And then you can come back to another part at another part of your day. So, anyway, that's my thought about the thing and what's most important and a tool that I can offer you to help support it. So, thank you for being here. I'm so glad that you're here. And please excuse my phone from buzzing. I don't know why it did that. But here we are with another video, and I will talk to you again real soon.